What will happen when a routine patrol takes an unexpected turn? A police officer and his trusty K9 partner find themselves in a tense situation when the dog starts acting strangely. The dog leads the officer to an old, creepy building, and the officer immediately senses something is wrong. He quickly calls for backup as the suspense builds. What hidden secrets will they uncover? How will they handle the growing drama? Get ready for an exciting story of courage and discovery as they face the unknown. Once upon a time, in the lively city of Westridge, Officer James and his loyal K9 partner, Rex, worked together on the streets. Rex was a skilled police dog with a special ability to find dangerous substances, making him crucial to Officer James's job. They were known all over the city as a dependable team, always ready for any challenge. One sunny afternoon, while strolling through a nearby park, Rex started acting oddly. He tugged on his leash, pulling Officer James toward a group of trees. Intrigued, Officer James followed Rex to a hidden piece of luggage under the trees. Rex's sharp nose was busy sniffing the bag, and he pawed at it, showing Officer James that something wasn't right. As a seasoned cop, Officer James trusted Rex's instincts without question. He knew his partner wouldn't act this way unless something important was at hand. James's training kicked in, and he approached the suitcase carefully, keeping his hand on his radio. He called for backup, asking other officers to join him at the scene. As he waited, he couldn't shake the uneasy feeling in his chest. Something felt off. While standing near the suitcase, Rex suddenly shifted his focus. His nose was up, his ears perked, and he stared at an old, run-down building nearby. Knowing Rex's instincts had never failed him, James decided to follow. They moved toward the building, and Rex led him to a small gap in the floorboards near the entrance. James crouched down and peered inside, his curiosity and concern growing. Beneath the old cracked floor, a small puppy huddled in the shadows. The poor little dog was shaking, clearly scared and in rough shape. Its ribs were showing through its thin coat, and it looked so weak, like it hadn't eaten in days. Officer James's heart ached at the sight. The puppy had been abandoned, left all alone in this grim place. James called for more help, knowing he needed assistance to rescue the puppy safely. He spoke softly to the little dog, trying to coax it out from its hiding spot, but the frightened pup didn't move. It had clearly lost its trust in people. Just then, Rex stepped forward and extended his paw in a friendly gesture. Seeing another dog seemed to calm the puppy, and it began to inch closer, drawn to the warmth of a friend. Backup soon arrived, and one officer brought some food, hoping to lure the puppy out. Slowly but surely, the puppy began to trust the food, sniffing and nibbling at it. It was still cautious, but Rex, acting like a protective older brother, provided some comfort. After a few minutes, the officers gently pulled the puppy out from under the floorboards. Officer James felt a wave of relief, knowing they had rescued the little dog from a dire situation. While one officer took care of the puppy, another turned their attention to the suitcase they had found earlier. With careful hands, they unzipped it and discovered something shocking, an assortment of illegal drugs. It was clear that the suitcase was part of a criminal scheme. The officers soon realized that the abandoned puppy had been used as a decoy to hide the drugs, hoping it would distract them from the real crime. Officer James felt a mix of emotions, relief at finding crucial evidence, but also anger and sadness that someone had used an innocent animal like that. Determined to bring the culprits to justice, the officers secured the area and started collecting evidence, hoping to trace the drugs back to their source. As the day went on, Officer James and Rex spent more time with the rescued puppy, who they decided to name Fortune, honoring the twist of fate that led them to him. Despite his tough start, Fortune began to warm up to his new friends. He was still a bit cautious, but with Officer James's care and Rex's comforting presence, he slowly started to trust again and showed signs of happiness. That evening, Officer James made a big decision. Instead of leaving Fortune at a shelter for the night, he took the little puppy home with him. He promised to look after Fortune until they could find him a forever home. What Officer James didn't realize was that Fortune was already becoming an important part of his life. Over the next few days, Fortune grew stronger and healthier with Officer James's care. The scared, lonely puppy began to flourish. Rex, the seasoned police dog, took on the role of Fortune's guide. He showed the puppy how to behave and the best ways to navigate his new life. The bond between Rex and Fortune grew quickly, and soon Fortune was following Rex around wherever he went. Officer James watched this heartwarming transformation with great joy. Taking care of Fortune brought him a new sense of happiness, a welcome break from the pressures of police work. Meanwhile, the investigation into the suitcase of drugs continued. The evidence from the scene pointed to a well-known drug trafficking ring in Westridge. Officer James and Rex were deeply involved in the case, with Rex's amazing nose helping them find more hidden drugs around the city. Step by step, they pieced together the puzzle, leading to the arrests of several key players in the drug ring. As the investigation progressed, Fortune became a local hero at the police station. The once timid puppy, who had been abandoned and scared, was now full of energy and joy. He darted around the station, making everyone smile with his playful antics. Fortune quickly became the department's unofficial mascot, symbolizing hope and strength despite the tough times he'd faced. Word of Rex, Officer James, and Fortune spread through the community. People were touched by their story: the devoted police officer, his loyal K9 partner, and the rescued puppy who had found a new life. Donations began pouring in to help with Fortune's care, and local schools invited Officer James and Rex to speak about their experiences. They used Fortune's rescue story to teach kids about kindness, compassion, and teamwork. Over time, it was clear that Fortune had found his forever home with Officer James and Rex. The bond between the three of them grew stronger every day. Officer James felt incredibly grateful for Fortune's presence in his life. He couldn't imagine giving up the playful puppy who had brought so much happiness into his home. Together, they continued to serve the community, their story a shining example of how love and compassion can make a difference, even in difficult times. The case involving the abandoned suitcase was eventually solved. The drug traffickers responsible were caught and put behind bars, making Westridge a safer place. Officer James, Rex, and Fortune had not only cracked a major crime, but had also created a lasting legacy of hope and resilience. Their story touched many hearts, reminding everyone that sometimes the greatest forces for good come from unexpected friendships, like the special bond between a police officer, his K9 partner, and a little puppy named Fortune. So, that's all for today. What are your thoughts about this story? Tell us in the comment section below, and if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Your support means so much to us. Until then, take care and thanks for watching.